Thank you. You're a legendary man. You saved my life. I think I've had this since 2013. Started wearing custom-made ear molds on top of 6-inch industrial strength protectors. It affected my family, it affected my social relationships, my life, my work, and I'm searching for an answer. It was Dr. Silverstein on YouTube, a webinar saying, yes, I have surgery for this. We did everything we could. My rock of a husband, David, he came here, he got me. Dr. Silverstein did my left ear. I could work again, and they didn't put me on disability. And 90 days later, I came back for my right ear. I have my life back due to this wonderful, legendary surgeon.
My life is a series of before and afters, before hyperacusis and after hyperacusis, and then before my surgery and after my surgery. I watched the hyperacusis websites for any breakthroughs, and I noticed a webinar showing the hyperacusis surgery that Dr. Silverstein performs, and I couldn't believe it and contacted him the next day, filled out their survey, emailed, and found out I was a candidate. The next day, after my surgery, actually the next week after my surgery when I had the packing removed, went into a restaurant and sat in the noisiest place it was probably the noisiest restaurant, but because of the surgery and just literally had the packing removed that was in my ear for about a week following the surgery, it didn't faze me at all. There's just no limitations on my life anymore, so I have my life back, and I want to really thank you and recommend anybody who's having this issue. There's no reason to keep suffering, and they should really have this surgery done. It's a simple procedure, it's an easy healing process, and it'll make an immense difference in your life.
I was a little skeptical going into this, and I kind of want to know what the people that had the surgery, what their life was like prior to the surgery, so I could kind of compare and say, gee, that's me. And as I watched a video on some of the people that gone through the surgery, I realized, I go, that's me to a T. Like, I was just so excited to see people that had the same problem as me and that it was fixed. So, and I can sit here today and tell you that I am 100% happier. I mean, after the surgery, it was just really life-changing. So I had the surgery. It was very painless. I mean, you know, you go under, you don't know anything, and the recovery was pretty simple. I mean, you've got packing in your ear for about 6-7 days, and when they take the packing out, it's kind of like, okay, let's test this out. And I remember driving from Sarasota to Tampa to catch a flight the next, you know, after they pulled the packing out. And I was driving over a steel bridge. There's a bridge, the huge bridge going back to Tampa, as you probably all know. And it didn't hurt my ears. And that used to drive me crazy. Like, sounds like that in a car, the road noise of a steel bridge was very difficult for me to manage. And when I went over this bridge, I was like, wow, this doesn't even hurt. It was like the sound was just dampened, not muted, but just, I would say dampened is probably the best way to put it. And so I rolled the windows down in my car while I was driving, you know, 65 miles an hour over the bridge, and that didn't hurt. And literally, you know, I gotta be honest, you know, tears were kind of streaming down my face as I was driving over the bridge. I was kind of like, wow, I think this really worked. All that is gone now, and it's just an unbelievable, life-changing event, and I just wanted to share that with you. And I think Dr. Silverstein, you know, you're my hero. I mean, you changed my life, and I just want to tell you thank you again. And it's been such a wonderful past 3 months. I wish I would have found you earlier. I wish this was done 30 years ago, but we're not looking in the past, we're looking in the future, and I can totally enjoy the rest of my life.
Dr. Silverstein had a special surgery that would enable me to be able to listen to things at a pretty normal level. And I would say in my post-surgery, I had it like maybe 4 months, or I had it in February. And right now it's July like 5th. And so far, I'd say 10 being the worst. My symptoms are like a 1 or a 0 almost all the time. The surgery was wonderful. It was a success, And I want to thank Dr. Silverstein and Dr. Kellermeyer for all their hard work, and also, you know, getting the right insurance helps too. If you're suffering from this, definitely look into Dr. Silverstein and his institute.